Hello, everybody, and welcome to what should be a massive matchup here from Oral Ireland. It is, of course, our RLIS, our Oral Ireland Superstars Grand Final for the All-Star tier, the top tier in this league. This really promises to be a massive matchup here between Na Fianna and the Saints. We have, of course, Mug Arctic and Linsk on the side of Na Fianna. And for the Saints, we have Red Eyes, Little Dude, and Aiden. And of course, I am not here by myself. I am joined by the one and only Mull. And Mull, this promises to be a massive matchup, doesn't it?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like this is going to be one of the most exciting ones that we've had in the season because Na Fianna has such a nice, strong player going in with Dylan Arctic and then Lynx being a very good third man to let them try and make good shots. And then you have the Saints on the other hand with Red Eyes being a complete powerhouse. And then two guys who came up from Shooting Star who have started to adapt really well to the all-star playstyle and really complement Red Eyes and get a good few games off people. So it's going to be such an exciting game to actually see how it plays out.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. This is a massive matchup and should be very, very exciting indeed. I'm sure these guys are really pumped up and have been waiting a long time for this. We've gone through weeks and weeks of league play. They've gone through the playoffs and now we're here at the grand final stage. And it should be a massive matchup indeed. And of course, for those of you who have forgotten, or those of you who aren't used to this, game 1 will of course be a 3v3, game 2 a 2v2, game 3 a 1v1. Game 4 will be decided by whoever is down in the series so far. Game 5, a 3v3 again. And then Game 6, the reverse of Game 4. And Game 7, a 3v3. Make sense? Good. We'll move on. Fundamentally, it's a best of 7. That's all you need to know. And Mull, who would be your favourite for this one?
Honestly, going into this, I feel like I'm going to have to go with the Saints. Normally, I'd go with Na Fianna because you have two well-known great players such as Dylan and Arctic, and then Lynx has been playing so well throughout this. But I feel like Red Eyes is a bit better with adapting with his teammates. So if they have a bit of an off day, Red Eyes can really change himself up and then help out. And then Little Dude being mechanically like gifted, and then Aiden being such a good knowledgeable player. I feel like I'm going to have to go with the Saints on this one.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know actually. I don't know. I think I disagree. I think I'd be looking at Na Fianna to take this one. I think especially in the 2v2 and the 1v1 environment, depending on how they play their matchups. And of course, that is the exciting thing, is who they decide to play for these games. It should be interesting, but I think Na Fianna should edge this one out, and I think we'll see that in the smaller game modes. Having said that, of course, the Saints do have a very, very big hitter in the form of Red Eyes. So, yeah, it'll be a tough one. It'll be a really tough one. We should see, most importantly, should see some very high quality Rocket League, which is what I'm looking for. And we'll see when this match gets underway, which should be very, very soon. And Mull, try get us into the mindset of the managers here, and just who would you pick? Who would you start to play then for your different, your different game modes, your 2s and 1s? What would you be doing? What would you be thinking?
Well, I think we're on the Fianna side. I think it's going to be pretty obvious that you're going to put Mug into a 1v1. But it's also, they may prepare for if they lose a game. And then in a game 4, you never know, they might end up picking ones in case they're down. And then they'll end up saving Mug or Dylan for that one. So either way, they're going to use him as that one's get me out of jail card. And then you'll have Arctic, which obviously they're going to put in the 3s and then put in the 2s, maybe Arctic and Linsk. So Dylan can have a little bit of a rest going into his 1s. And then on the side of the Saints, it looks like Red Eyes and Little Dude may get put in the 2s. And then I feel like maybe Little Dude's going to take the 1s. And you never know. Red Eyes may want to have a little break, but it's looking like from each side that they're really going to take advantage of what their players are known for, if you get me.
That is very, very true. And like you're saying there, we have a couple of 1 specialists in the lobby, which makes things extra exciting. We have, of course, Mug, you're saying, is very, very good at these types of things. And I think, Red Eyes, I think on the Saints side, Red Eyes is the obvious shout. So, yeah, it should be very, very exciting matchups when we get there. And of course, it is a best of 7. So the minimum we're going to get is 4 games out of these guys. And it'll be interesting as well to see what teams choose when it comes to that 2v2 versus 1v1 kind of preference. you know, when we get to game 4, depending on who's down, what they pick and what they're fancying. I think sort of players' mindsets are going to come into this, and they're really going to show. Because you look at someone like Red Eyes, and he's a very calm head, and he will lead the team, I think, for the most part. And I don't mean this in any disregard whatsoever, but I don't think Mug is the same type of player. He's incredibly talented, much better than me, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's necessarily like that. So if it comes to the 1v1, if it comes to the 1v1 and things are going wrong, then he might not be in such a... He might not have the capability to turn things around in his head. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you'd agree with that. I don't know if there's anyone else that stands out for you in that sort of a context. But that is how I would be feeling about this.
No, I'd personally agree with that. I feel like when times do get tough between the two individuals, I feel like Red Eyes is going to handle it a bit more. I feel like when it comes into Mug's perspective, he really has to try and make a goal or something happen really quickly to sort of stop himself from drifting down that path, because the longer that he's going down there, the worse it's going to get for him. So I do completely agree with you. I feel like Red Eyes sort of takes things more on board when it happens.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how they play. But firstly, we will have our 3v3 first. Let's not forget. And we just join in here now. The guys hopefully are ready to go. And this should be a fantastic matchup. We'll just let these guys join in, and we will be getting underway very, very shortly. We, of course, have Nafina in the blue, like their logo would suggest, and the Saints in the orange. And we'll go away into this first kickoff of the 3v3. Game 1, All-Star Grand Final. Here we go, Mull. Huge kickoff from Meadows to start things.
You can even tell straight off the bat that's going to be such an exciting series. Like, everyone's already starting to kick off has been solid. I'm actually so excited. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, there you can tell they're up for this. The pace is good from the start. Red House with a cheeky boost steal away from Arctic. Hands it down to Aiden. And that is going to be goal 1 of game 1. We'll take us through it.
Now, you can really see that Arctic was just trying to get rid of the ball, but great job from Aiden just being in that right space, and he pops it so nicely under Mug. They're starting off really well.
Yeah, very, very nice finish there from Aiden, giving his team the lead 20 seconds in. They go again. Red Eyes, slightly less dominating kickoff this time, but it finds a teammate. Arctic, though, having none of it, shuts it down early. Looks for the pass, but can't get there. And little dude, maybe a surprise package later on in this grand final. We'll see how it goes. Getting the touchdown on this occasion, but Mug is going to sweep that one away back into the orange half. And Mull, we're getting a lot of ping-pong Rocket League, as I like to call it. A lot of back and forth, a lot of just banging it across. And everyone just playing it safe for now.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that they're just sort of trying to read out and try and catch people off mistakes by just constantly bim-bamming it around the field. But it looked like it worked out for Aiden getting that first goal in.
Oh, very nicely done from Red Eyes. Can he get over Mug? Not quite. Mug just about gets up in time. It's a great pass from Red Eyes. What a save from Mug. The free flip coming out. I don't think anyone on the orange side saw him coming across, but he got there. Mug looking to go on his own, but it's a great save from Red Eyes. Good positioning as Linz puts it back in, and Arctic's up for that one. And that is a very, very well worked goal from the Fianna.
Yeah, that was a nice... for Arctic, that was such a fundamental three. He was just waiting for that pop-up. Great job from Lynx, expecting Arctic to be there, and it's such a nice finish from him.
Yeah, Linz doing a very, very good job of recentering that ball. And we move on to the third kick off the game. Red Eyes is once again forward. Aiden is up for this one too. Arctic doesn't want to challenge too soon. Goes in the air eventually. And away he comes with the ball. Very nicely done. Mug off the ceiling for this one. I don't know if that was part of the script, but it hasn't really worked out. Linsk is back in his own here. Little dude though, giving him a very easy chance to clear. And this, the Saints side, maybe an opportunity gone missing there. Red Eyes looking for a play upfield, has to play it to himself. Can't really get it ahead of Mug though, who knocks it past Little Dude as well. Let's see what Arctic can make of this. Going around the corner, gets it past one, knocks it into the middle. That's very nicely done, and Linsk just puts it wide. And the Saints can breathe a sigh of relief. It's a great pass from Red Eyes. That was Little Dude's up for that one. And that is a brilliant, brilliant counter from the Saints. Fantastic goal.
Yeah, really nice shot from the Red Eyes with a nice little pop off the corner. I feel like that pop caught a lot of people off guard, and then Mug wasn't there to get it, and then the keeper and goal was a little bit off position. So it was a nice shot from Little Dude.
Yeah, very, very well done from the Saints. And you have to say, it is, you know, defensive mistakes really coming in from the Fianna. The 2 goals we've seen so far have been a little bit of poor positioning, not quite able to clear the ball away, and they've been punished.
Definitely.
Little dude trying to hang that one up in the air for a teammate. Aiden gets to it. Arctic, can he get across? He does. And it's well played as he gets that one. Only 50s red eyes for it. I thought it'd be a cleaner clear than that. But either way, that ball is bouncing very awkwardly for everyone, it seems, as it finally makes its way into the orange corner. Aiden looking to play it back out the way it came. Little dude, what a touch that is! Oh, little dude, take a bow. That is fantastic.
Another thing at that, going in, we're only after taking that one pad there, absolutely no boost, just trying to make an opportunity, and he gets it right over Arctic. I feel like no one expected that, even Arctic himself.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I think he sort of came in from Arctic's blind side there. Very, very well done from him. And the Saints now take a 3-1 lead. I'm sure their manager will be delighted with themselves so far. Half this game, one played. Mug, and I think that was Linsk up for the same ball. Could be risky as it's played down to Little Dude once again. Doesn't quite happen, but Aiden's there for the rebound, and he's just played that one right back into Linsk. So unlucky. This score could be much higher if the Fina aren't careful. Linsk looking to knock that one away. Only as far as Red Eyes, though, keeps it well and truly in the blue half. Mug looks like he doesn't have all the boost in the world, but he gets that one away. Little dude's up very early for that one. Linsk misses the wall bounce. I want to see here what can happen as Mug just looks to sort of tussle with it in the mid zone, in the midfield. But it's just not coming to much. And right now, it looks like Mug and the Fiend are really struggling to just find their groove and get a foothold in this game.
Yeah, definitely. As I was saying at the start, it looks like what I was saying is Saints are going to adapt a bit better and really start off good. And it looks like that Nafina are just a little bit out of position a bit of the time.
Oh, Hayden with a very, very almost well-placed shot, but actually just a little bit wide of the target. And we go again. Arctic going to play one off the ceiling for himself. Red Eye's not sure what's happening, but he times the challenge well. Looking to put pressure onto Mug for this. And the Saints just can't quite get the ball off, and they will now. This little dude goes up the wall for this one, looking to play it middle. Gets it away from Mug, but Arctic is there to sweep the danger. And this game has sort of neutralised itself a bit with a minute to go. Mug and Arctic up for this one. That's not the first time we've seen that. And it's got a fantastic demo too, but it's not going to pay off. And that goes another chance begging for Nafina here. You think with 45 seconds left, it is a big ask for now to get back into this. Mug. Nice touch into the middle, but no one is there to follow it up, and he has to follow up his own touch. Arctic looking for a shot on, and it goes wide. And again, the Fianna just look like they're lacking a bit of edge to their attack. We'll see how they do in these remaining 30 seconds. Aiden, that's not a convincing clear whatsoever. Red Eyes plays it away, and that's a good clear from Aiden between the two of them. It's well worked. Linsk, though, keeps it in that orange half. Oh, you'd think there was something on there, but it comes back to the blue half. Linsk looking to play it on, but with no boost, that's going to be a very tricky challenge. And the final 10 seconds tick down. Arctic goes for a big double touch, and Red Eyes, who has been brilliant as that third man for the Saints so far, knocks it away off the wall, and that is it. That is going to be game one to the Saints. And we'll have to admit, I did not see that one coming.
Yeah, I don't want to be a bit cocky, but I did sort of see it throughout the start, and I can see that you can see straight off the bat. I'd like to give props to Rez for saying in the chat there, it's looking like that on the Fina, there's a bit of lack of trust going on. I feel like there was a fair few double commits, and then there was a fair few times where one of the players on the team would maybe just whiff a ball, and then instead of just getting by that, there would be after that there'd be double commits, which cause out of position, and then the Saints constantly just being nice and consistent, keeping good pressure. You can really see that the Saints just won that out of pure working together as a team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The Saints' teamwork was fantastic. They had a couple of really good passes in field, and it was very, very nicely done. But now, Mull, we move on. This is the joy of RLIS. We move on to a 2v2 situation. Yes. So who do you expect to be playing? Give us a really quick prediction, and most importantly, gives a prediction for the winner.
I feel like in the twos, it's going to be played on the Saints. It's going to be Little Dude and Red Eyes. You never know. Aiden played very solid, so they may do a nice little quick substitution. I feel like on the Fina side, it's going to be Mug and Arctic, considering that they don't give Linsk a say in that. But if they do, then it's going to be Linsk and Mug. I'm hoping. Maybe one of the two, though.
All right, here we go. Well, we join into the lobby once again. We'll see who readies up. We've got Arctic for Nafina. We've got Aiden and Red Eyes. So you're a 3 out of 4 then. Well, pretty impressive nonetheless. And we'll see how this gets underway. It'll be interesting, I think, for me to see Arctic and Mug play together. I thought they double committed a lot in the 3s. Let's hope for none of that in the 2s. Red Eyes looking to play a shot off nice and early and hits the crossbar. Keeps that ball away from the blue side. Makes it very awkward as Mug. Looking to just pop that one over Aiden. It doesn't come off though. That's a good shot. Red Eyes though, able to take that one away. And it's a great 50 from him too. Seeing Red Eyes doing all the work really at the minute. I'm sure Aiden will come into the play sooner rather than later. Arctic to knock that one away. Knocks it past Aiden. But farther than Red Eyes actually. That's a great dunk. And that might just trickle in. It does. Really, really well worked from Arctic there. I thought it was a lost cause at one stage.
Yeah, honestly, Arctic was such a nice solo play to get that dunk on Red Eyes. I'd say no one expected that. It does look like Saints are playing a little bit more solid. Like, I feel like Nafina already double committed and sort of gave away their defense, but Arctic with a very nice solo play to bring them in.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. We'll see here how this plays out. That changes up the Saints' approach to this at all. Aiden looking to take away from Arctic. No can do. As Red Eyes gets the dunk onto Mug, but it's not as effective as we saw Arctic's one earlier. Plays it middle for Aiden, sorry, but Arctic sweeps it away. This could be a dangerous counter-attack opportunity. Mug is up very early, plays it into the middle. But Red Eyes too wise to that as he knocks that away, and we move on with a minute played, 1 goal in it so far. Aiden looking to knock that one into the corner. It's an awkward height for Mug, but he gets it away. Red Eyes though, able to knock that one in, and Arctic didn't see it coming in fact. And that is a very handy way for the Saints to get back into this.
Yeah, it's good positioning from Red Eyes there. Unfortunately, Mug just had to try. He had to get that ball to beat Aiden, or else it probably would have went in as well. So Mug wasn't really in the best position to do anything for that second touch.
Yeah, it was very nicely done. And you'd think as well, Mug, or sorry, Mull, too many MUs. You'd think Mull, in the context of this match, this really is a bit of a must-win for Nafina. They've got their 2 big hitters out. You know, they lost the previous game. They're really going to have to get something out of this.
Yeah, definitely. When I was giving that prediction, I was thinking the exact same thing. They're really trying to get the best 2 people on the team to just get a game to try and keep that equal pressure on Saints. But it looks like Saints are holding their own really well, especially Red Eyes and Aiden in this 2's game.
Oh, Red Eyes though getting beat to that one, and that's a very deft finish from Mug. How much of it meant first time around, who's to say, but it's a very, very good finish. Got up so early, right over the top of Red Eyes and squeezes into that corner away from Aiden. And 2-1 it is now, back in favour of Nafina. 3:22 of course on the clock, plenty of time for the orange side to get back into this, and we'll see how we go. Arctic making sure he gets the boost, much more critical in 2s than 3s maybe. As we'll see here, Red Eyes looking to 50 it away from Mug. It's going to get back to Aiden, he very awkwardly shimmies back and actually just gives the ball to Mug. That should be a huge error. Red Eyes though, able to cover up for it, able to get it away, and Mug keeping it in that orange corner, looks to play it centre. It's very nicely done. As the game thought he took a shot there, nearly was as it hit the crossbar. Arctic with maybe a bit of overkill there as Aiden takes to the sky, looking to get this around Mug. He hasn't made it easy for him, that's for sure, as he pops it high. Red Eyes has been done here. It's a big chance for Nafina if they can get around the ball in time. Mug looking to centre it, but that's a very awkward one. And Arctic did not read that in the slightest. And it looks like the Saints have gotten away with what could have been a big mistake. There we go, halfway through the game, and I've made my first mistake of the series. More to come, I'm sure. Arctic, very nice play, and actually, that was I don't quite know how that was let in.
It looks like Red Eyes expected it to be more of a banger, so you can see that Red Eyes actually pre-jumps it, but gets completely caught off guard. But I'd like to actually point out, Mug is starting to actually sort of break out of his shell a bit and finally play how we know that he plays. He's sort of being more aggressive, but he's doing it very smart, and he has boost most of the time. So they're working really well, and that's why they're getting these goals and keeping up good pressure. Yeah,
they're working very well, and you can see for sure that they do have incredible mechanics between the 2 of them, and it is paying off big time in this 2's environment. And look at that there, Arctic, the clearance off the ceiling, that might go all the way in, you know, and Aiden can't do anything to stop it. This is fantastic from Arctic.
Yeah, you can tell that the morale on the team is definitely going to feel a bit better now that they're 4-1. I'd say in their mind, they're just going to be like, all right, let's just try and be a bit more defensive, because they really don't want to lose this game, or else it's going to end up really bad for them.
Yeah, well, this will be a big win for them, get them back on track, make it 1-1 in the series. Red Eyes with a chance though. That's well played from Mug. He looks to pre-jump around Aiden, but Aiden takes the ball away from him, looks to get it over Arctic, but that's not going to happen. And Red Eyes with the follow-up, and it's a great dunk from Arctic. And we could see a runaway goal here as Mug. And he's not quite going to catch up to the ball. He takes it to the corner, off the ceiling, goes again. That's a fantastic pass. Even his teammate didn't see that one coming. And we play on with a minute 35 pretty much in the bank. Arctic taking that one back into the orange half. Red Eyes, not quite as much time as he'd like on that one. That's going to be a very awkward hit for Arctic, but he slows the ball down. And we'll see here, a minute 20 to go. If the Saints can change anything up. That's a good start from Red Eyes. It's just off the crossbar though. Aiden can't get around the ball in time, and in fact, it's cleared away very convincingly from Mug. Back into that orange half. Red Eyes looking for a chance. In fact, he lets it go middle. Aiden, that's going to bounce right down. Will Arctic read it? He doesn't read it, and surely that's a goal for Aiden and for the Saints. And maybe just a bit of hope now for this orange team.
Yeah, I feel like no one really expected it to come straight down besides Aiden. As you can tell, he was a bit ready for that, and it pops in nicely under Arctic, giving them... I feel like that goal sort of gave them that chance to try and get this comeback in.
Yeah, well, it's a very nice finish for Aiden, making sure it's right as low as possible under Arctic. And we play on a minute to go. Aiden with another big chance here. Plays it so close to Arctic though, and Mug beats Red Eyes here. Could be a big chance in the context of the game. Mug looking to put this one away, make it 5-2, and he just can't quite make it happen. 45 seconds left. Red Eyes gets it over Arctic. Mug's got himself back around in time. Very nice fake challenge. Takes it away from Red Eyes. And this defeated side of Mug and Arctic done very, very well indeed to bring this back so far. 30 seconds for them to hold out. Aiden going to go up the gears. Takes it off the wall. He's done well there to play it away from Arctic. And then, fortunately, it came back around to him. As Red Eyes looks to make a play here off the wall, off the corner he goes. It's not going to be enough though, as Aiden isn't close enough. That's a great shot though! Aiden absolutely bangs that one. 13 seconds left. Mull, crunch time.
Definitely. Aiden doing so good, putting those last two goals in there to keep a good bit of pressure. Red Eyes, very good from Red Eyes, like showing out the mechanics, constantly trying to get it past the two opponents to bring it in middle for Aiden. Alright,
this kickoff could be everything. It's pretty even. Red Eyes looking to make a play off of it. Arctic can't get it. It's Red Eyes versus Mug. Here we go. And it's Mug who saves the day on this occasion. But Red Eyes, he keeps it up off the corner. What can he do off of it? Not a lot, as Arctic plays it away. And that's going to be game. And Mull, not only was that huge just there in those final seconds, if that's our 1v1 matchup too, that could just be a huge moment altogether.
Yeah, honestly, you can really tell he's the ones man. That defense was insane. I actually broke my back looking at that. That was a really good save from Mug there. You can really tell that they're sort of starting to speed up and get a bit warmed up now going into this.
Well, we'll have to see what the teams choose for their 1v1 matchups, but it's a good win for Nafina. It's a win they needed, and it's back at 1-1 in the series now. Of course, the best of 7, so essentially first to 4. And we'll see here as we move on into this next 1v1. Quick prediction, Mull, who do we expect to play?
I feel like now that Nafina have a win, they're definitely wanting to keep that pressure up. So I feel like they're going to definitely bring in Mug for Nafina. And the Saints, I feel like maybe they're going to play Little Dude. You never know. They may play Red Eyes, but I feel like because Little Dude wasn't the one playing in the twos, I feel like they're going to bring him out now that he took a moment to just relax, because Little Dude's playing very well in ones at the moment. So I feel like they're going to keep that going.
Okay, well, we have joined into the lobby once again, and we'll see who joins up and who stays back on the sideline as we go into this game 3 of our All-Star Grand Final. And we'll see who it is who joins up, possibly being a bit overly polite here. I'll just tell them to join up. But yeah, we will see who it is. And of course, a massive one in the context of this best of 7, because of course winner of this takes the lead in the series. And we got Red Eyes versus Mug. I think it really is the clash of titans, clash of the heavyweights.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would have seen this one coming. So we'll see now who really is king in the 1v1 scene. This could be a massive matchup. And let's see how we get on. If those final seconds were a prediction of what is to come. Red Eyes, though, with that massive kickoff of his, taking an early lead.
Yeah, see straight off the bat, it's just a nice 1v1 kickoff goal. But Red Eyes securing it very well. I feel like Mush just kind of brushed that off, because in ones kickoff goals happened all the time. We all know that.
Yeah, they do. This is so true. And of course, he has more than enough time to come back and make up for it. So we'll see how this plays out. Red Eyes, once again, though, getting the better of the kickoff. We'll see here, what can he do with this ball on top of the cart? He just sort of plays it into Mug. There's Not a very convincing attack that time around, and Mug now is going to have a chance to get his first attack of the game in, but Red Eye's challenging very, very early, right on the halfway line there. I want to see how this plays out, as once again, Mug just trying to get some boost. Can't really get any boost at the minute or nothing else. See how he plays this one as it goes hurtling towards that blue corner. Red Eye's looking to just pressure as high up the pitch as he can, while Mug is probably not enjoying this all too much. Red Eye's looking to go under Mug, and it doesn't quite happen, and Red Eyes has to now scamper back around. It's a very, very awkward one indeed. He does well though, and Mull getting a seriously high quality affair here, if nothing else.
Honestly, this is what you want to see when you tune into a Rocket League live stream. Two absolute powerhouses going into it during a ones tournament, and you can really see straight off the bat that there's not much being conceded.
Oh, I thought Red Eyes maybe gave himself away there, but Mug didn't fancy it. And we play on. Red Eyes not able to knock it away once again. Oh, and that's a bit of a mistouch there from Mug, as he drops now to Red Eyes, grabs that boost, and we'll see what Red Eyes can do after this. Not a whole lot though. Mug able to swipe it away in a big demo. They demo each other. I think that sums up how this game has gone so far. As we move on, and that's a great 50 from Mug's point of view. We'll see if he can play this in centre for himself. It's a bit of an awkward one to try and make that happen. Red Eyes though kind of centered it here if he's not careful, but he manages to get it right under Mug. Really impressive stuff. And Mug not by, yeah, Mug can't get around the back, and that is going to be 2-0 to Red Eyes. That took a while.
Yeah, that dunk from Red Eyes was insane. I don't think anyone expected that. He even caught Mug off guard. So I feel like that was just a really nice outplay from Red Eyes. No one had seen that he could hit it straight down under him. But good job from Red Eyes getting that 2-hour lead.
Very, very nicely done from Red Eyes. Really putting on a show for his team here, but he can't get in front of that one. And Mug is going to bring it back to a 1-goal game once again. Very well done from Mug. Just a typical kickoff goal. Red Eyes got the wrong side of it this time, and it's rare that we see Red Eyes get beat to kickoffs, but on that occasion that was the case. And we move on with 3 minutes remaining. Let's see what Red Eyes and Mug can make out of this one. Mug, of course, really the one who has to get back into the game, wants to give his team the lead in the series, looks to play that one, and he does superbly.
Definitely Mug being more of the 1v1 veteran. You can really see that he's sort of starting to take advantage of how Red Eyes is playing now. Now that he has the space, he's just going to use the shots that he knows are going to guarantee goals.
Yeah, we'll see here. I think it's all about the kickoff for Red Eyes. If he wins the kickoff, he has a chance to get up the pitch. And he does well. But we'll see here. He wins that one convincingly. Goes to the mid boost straight away and looking to steal the corner boost off of Mug too. Just giving Mug absolutely nothing to play with right now. Mug just about gets the ball away, and the fact that he is rolling towards the orange net, Red Eyes has more than enough to cover it. Let's see here, as officially half the game has been played. We're still at 2-all. Mug didn't fancy going for that. It's a bit of a dangerous bounce, you know. He's able to knock that one into the ceiling, but possibly into Red Eyes. But Red Eyes, wrong side of the ball, plays it into the corner, and we go again. See here what Red Eyes can make of this. It's a very unconvincing touch towards his own net. Able to read the roll on that one though. Gets up the backboard and away. But Mug just shadowing, just following him around the whole time. No issues, no problems here. It's Red Eyes now. This is a bit of a pickle for him. Gives the ball away to Mug and didn't get that boost. Mug with a great shot, and that is fantastic stuff. Patient play from Mug paying off there.
Definitely. You can really see that Red Eyes is trying to speed everything up to try and get Mug to slip. But he's just so calm and collected that he's just following, staying in the right place, not overextending. And then as soon as Red Eyes messes up, he slots it straight in and gets the 3rd goal.
Yeah, that was very, very well done from Mug. And again though, not winning those kickoffs, setting himself on the back foot from the start. Red Eyes looking to make something happen quickly. But he knows Mug has the boost from the corner, so it's less inviting. And Mug now, possibly with a chance of his own ball, bounces off that wall. And Red Eyes fancies it, you know, off the backboard he goes. But doesn't get the read down. I think he expected that clear. Otherwise, maybe we would have seen a more committed Red Eyes. But Mug, got to go straight for goal here. Red Eyes having none of it in this occasion. Bit of a bump from Mug, a bit of back and forth. As Red Eyes looks to flick this one over Mug. It's a great flick too. Over Mug, under the crossbar, 3 apiece.
It was a really nice flick from Red Eyes, sorry. It looks like Mug sort of, he could have got the save. I feel like he just underestimated the height the ball was going at.
Now it's a brilliant finish from Red Eyes nonetheless. With a minute 24, we're starting to click down into crunch time. Starting to get towards next goal wins territory. Not quite there yet, but at 3-3, it's still a very tight game. And Mug going to knock one in, but it's not going to happen on this occasion. Red Eyes now with a chance of his own. 50s Mug superbly. In fact, that might be an open net, and it is. Very, very well done from Red Eyes. That 50 was on point.
Definitely, that was a very nice 50 from Red Eyes. Playing a slow, calm and collected. Mug trying to come in from the left side. It's always going to bound to be a bit of a dodgy 50-50, especially in ones.
Yeah, well, it's very, very well played from Red Eyes. See a little bit of craft coming in there, but he's lost that kickoff, and Mug surely with an open net. And immediately, we are back to 4-4 and nothing between these guys.
As soon as when you think it's going to be a bit someone's going to take a head start, they just bring it back off the kickoff goals or a nice little outplay or something. It's such an exciting ones game to watch.
Yeah, truly fantastic stuff between these two. Both of them want to bring home the bacon for their teams. I want to see how this goes with our final minute coming up. Red Eyes just looking to squeeze that one away off the wall. Mug looking to play this one high. Really, really awkward for Red Eyes. In fact, he hasn't read that crossbar bounce at all. He looks to backflip that one away. Pretty unorthodox style, but we'll see what he can do here as he looks to pre-jump that one onto Mug as well. Mug is just trying to test out Red Eyes, just trying to see what he can get away with and what he can't. Mug can just make this one as awkward as possible for Red Eyes, who doesn't read that either. That's a great recovery 50 from Red Eyes. I didn't think he was going to make it, but he didn't. Mug with a good touch around though. It's so awkward a spot from both of these guys playing each other into trouble. And Mug finally gets it around Red Eyes. He finally gets the reward he deserves. And 5-4 is the scoreline with 13 seconds remaining.
See, it was bound to happen. You could see Red Eyes was hanging on for dear life. He was definitely low on boost. He was just trying to get the ball out of his net, but it goes for that backflip that he just got caught off guard by Mug with the low pop.
Yeah, very, very unlucky for Red Eyes. He did well for such a long time, but he absolutely clatters Mug off the kickoff there. 10 seconds remaining now coming up on everyone's screens. Red Eyes has to make something happen quick. Looks to get it over Mug. It's not going to happen. And Mug's going to hold it in the air too. That's so, so clever. And that is going to be game to Nafina to Mug. 2-1 is the series score. Very, very well done from Mug, giving his team the win, the big W. And that is going to be a huge relief for those Nafina players that won what was a very, very tight game, Mug.
Yeah, definitely. That was such a nice close game. That's what you want to see in this tier. You want to see these close games that don't actually go down to just a team being better than the other. It's down to these little mistakes that other teams will take advantage of and just make the game so close and so exciting. But you could tell as soon as Mug started getting a bit more comfortable, if you even look at his shot percentage there, Mug has 10 shots to 5, whereas Red Eyes has 6 shots to 4. Mug was definitely trying to get more opportunities than Red Eyes was. And then at the end, just being calm and collected, trying to hold his defense after he gets that nice little outplay when Red Eyes was hanging on to dear life. It was very smart from Mug and well played.
Yeah, no, it was very, very well done and a very tense affair all around. But right, into game 4 we go. Of course, the Saints get their choice of game mode, 2s or 1s. Very interesting to see what they choose and who they go with.
Did you DC?
I may have DC. That's a tasty one there, if that is the case. I'm assuming everyone else is in the game.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I will try and rejoin. But we will see here as we get into game 4 how this goes. Apologies there, some very spicy technical issues, but I think I DC'd from like everyone. Oh, hang on. We're joining in now, I believe.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a... I think the Rocket League servers went down for a second.
This is it's very, very strange because, of course, I'm the party leader. So when I rejoined, I think I've dragged everyone with me somehow. So we're all slowly catching up, but we will get there. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We will get to game 4 of this best of 7. And we'll see here what they go with, what they've decided to do. We're just waiting on one more to join, trying to work out who that is. I believe it's Little Dude.
It is indeed.
Who I did notice was joining and leaving the party during that game. I wonder if there's some issues on his end. I'm going to blame him for everything, basically. Never ever my fault. That's rule number one. So we will go from there. I'll just message to see what is going on. But Mull, you're the Saints. You're 2-1 down. You've just played Red Eyes in the 1v1, so I'm pretty sure you have to play someone different if you want a 1v1.
Yeah.
Do you choose a 1v1 or a 2v2?
Oh, you're definitely going to choose the 2v2. Whereas that Red Eyes actually said in the previous game there that he was going to choose the 2s. being on the team that had the option. Red Eyes chose 2s, and I feel like that it's probably going to be Aiden and Little Dude.
Okay.
I feel like that's a combo we haven't seen, but honestly, Little Dude's had a bit of internet problems at the moment. If anyone's been looking at General, he's constantly been spiking up to like 2,000 ping. So I'm not sure what they're going to play. I feel like Nafina are on such a good morale, especially with Mug taking that 1s game to keep good pressure. I feel like in this 2s game, Linsk is going to come out because we haven't seen him since the 3s game. So maybe they're going to give him another chance and just try and see how he plays in this 2s game. And if they lose a game, then maybe they go back to Arctic and Mug in the other game. But you never know.
Yeah, we'll have to see here what they do. I can only assume that they want to play Little Dude, is why they're waiting for this to happen. Which I would say that a Little Dude Red Eyes combination is more likely. I'm not gonna lie to you. Here we go. Back in, so we'll now have our moment of truth. But I'm gonna say Little Dude and Red Eyes for the Saints, and I'm gonna say it has to be Linsk. So Linsk, and I would play Arctic, but I think Mug's gonna take the spot. So we'll see how we go. Yes, you guys absolutely can join in. And here we are, Mug and Linsk it is. I'm gonna claim that. I'm gonna take that spot at 4 as we go into the main event. Not my predictions, but of course the game itself. Little Dude gonna play this one awkwardly off the wall. It doesn't quite bounce right from Mug. That's a fantastic hit. And see here as well, Mug, something to note. Red Eyes back into the more familiar Octane. Yeah. Maybe a bit of comfort card for him. Let's see here how this plays out. Everyone's ping is looking fairly healthy at the minute, which is always good to see. Red Eyes looking to play that one center, but it's not to be. Mug shuts him down nice and early. That's a massive 50 from Little Dude. It's only going to spill out as far as Linsk. And again, the huge 50s are flying in. Mug looking to play this one off the backboard, but Red Eyes is there. In fact, it's not a very convincing clear as Linsk looks to get up, and both Saints players get up and away for that one. Red Eyes looking to just push Mug off the ball, and here we go, a shot on target over Linsk and wide of the net. Mug unable to keep up with that one. Mug looking to play this one off of the corner bounce. It's very nicely done. In fact, he's caught that so well midair. And in fact, we've got a rule 1 here. We're back to a 1v1. This is what you want to see. Red Eyes and Linsk. This is a big matchup. We'll see what Linsk can do here. Red Eyes with the ball. And that's a great save from Linsk. We'll see how this goes. I have to say as well, fabulous respect to Mug and Little Dude on the other end of the pitch. You can just see them there creeping in, stuck on that orange post. You absolutely love to see it. Linsk with a chance. Oh, and I thought he might have had it there. His moment of glory hasn't quite come from him. This is definitely not a situation these guys would have expected to be in, but look, we are where we are, and Red Eyes looking to get around, and Linsk again does so well to hold out. Takes it up the wall and might get one over Red Eyes too. It's not to be here as Little Dude and Mug are still going at it. That's a great shot too from Linsk, because Red Eyes very powerful save away. And Mull, suddenly we're at a very entertaining game here.
Honestly, I was expecting Red Eyes to get that first flick over Linsk, and that would have been it. But Linsk is playing very well and holding him off, but he does overplay a little bit there.
Oh, well, I hate to say it, but the classic curse of the commentators come in.
Honestly.
And you know what? It was a great effort from all 4 involved. It really was. But it had to end soon, and there we are. Red Eyes eventually getting the goal, and we are at 1-0 only to the Saints. But I mean, if I could award points just for commitment and for fair play, that would be right up there. Really, really great to see. As we move on here, Mug with a chance, plays it down to Linsk. Very nice team play, but Red Eyes swipes across and gets it away. Little Dude, not much boost to his name. And Linsk, possibly knowing that, makes a very early challenge. Red Eyes though with a big 50 that gets it over Mug, but Linsk again wrapping around, playing that job of number 2 very, very well. Red Eyes puts one onto the backboard. Little Dude should be up for this, and can he get it under the crossbar? Yes, he can at the second time of asking.
Yeah, it's all down to that rule 1 now. But I feel like they really tried to get a goal. And then Mug spawning in on the same side of Linz, but not much boost. He couldn't really do much there. That was a really nice little double touch. Accidental double touch for a little dude, but he does get it in.
Yeah, well, it was good stuff all round. And the Saints get their second goal of this game. What would, of course, be a very, very big win for them, making it back to 2-2 in the series. But we'll have to, you know, keep our lips sealed on that one for now. Still 2 minutes to go in this game, and that's a huge bump from Mug. Cannot believe he's got both members of the Saints here.
He's just completely left the ball, and little dude in red eyes a little bit confused there in the corner, not sure what they're doing. Maybe little dude's in the wrong direction, but Mug just coming in, stopping the chatter and just pumping them both out of the way.
Ah, brilliant stuff. Very well played from Mug. Of course, we know he has those playmaker sort of abilities in him. That was maybe more of a direct approach than we expected. But we move on here with 2 minutes to go and just 1 goal between them. Red Eyes, can he get this one away from Linsk? Linsk does very well, very clever. It's just back off the last second. That's not a great challenge at Linsk. Up early to get that one up and away. Little dude and Mug here in a bit of a tussle of their own. And we'll see here what little dude can do. The pre-flip into Mug, though. He knows all about those. He knows exactly how to read those, I'm sure. Mug looking to play that one off the back, but it's not to be as Red Eyes touches it from the ground, but it's not exactly a great setup as little dude here looking to play that one towards the blue net, and Mug, well, he takes to the sky, and rather needlessly you could say. But we'll see here how this Nafina side go about their business. Just over a minute, still a goal is what they need more.
Yeah, you can really see that Linsk is playing a little bit more solid than he was in that threes game at the start. I feel like he's really complimented Mug for Mug to just sit back and sort of wait for these opportunities to come. I feel like Nafina have gotten a bit of a different approach to when they were first playing their 3s and 2s games.
Yeah, we'll see here as Red Eyes able to just get to the ball first ahead of Mug, but Mug does well. Backtracking very, very early on. Less than a minute now, Nafina are going to have to pull something out of the bag and make something happen. Or, unbelievably, they will have lost this game basically down to a Rule 1 goal. Which, do you know what? It's probably the most honourable way you can go. But 35 seconds out, that's a big demo from little dude too. Just got Linz to beat, but Linz stays big. Gets that ball away. Mug too, unlucky there with the way. Just sort of caught onto the wall, unable to challenge what Red Eyes is up to. 20 seconds left, this Saints team have to hold out for. We'll see here, Mug knocks that one away. Linsk, unfortunately, nowhere to be seen, and Red Eyes is there. And that's a very, very nice way for the Saints to wrap things up.
Yeah, honestly. You can see it straight off the start. When Nafina brought it back to the series score 2-1, it was going to be Mug in that ones game, definitely bringing it back for them. But we're talking about overall teamwork. It's definitely Little Dude and Red Eyes that are working a lot better than Mug and Linsk. I feel like Linsk is sort of doing solo plays. Mug is trying to stay back and then do his own little thing. But Little Dude and Red Eyes have been sort of looking for each other on the field. And you can really see that by the passing plays that Red Eyes have been trying to do off the backboard. And Red Eyes with a banger.
Might have been a pinch between himself and Mug, but either way, a fantastic shot from Red Eyes here. It's just under the crossbar. And Linsk, no hope of saving that one. And 4-1 now the scoreline with 4 seconds remaining. It's a big win for the Saints. It takes us back to 2-2 in the series. And we could be going all the way if we're lucky here.
And once again, our little feud of who's going to win, it's still on the sheet paper. It's still on the sheet forehead, sorry. I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah, well, fantastic game there. Fantastic twos game between Red Eyes Little Dude versus Linsk and Mug. Of course, the Saints coming out on top. Red Eyes Little Dude playing so well. And I do agree with you there, Mulder. I think the team chemistry on Saints overall is quite good. It is quite high. And we'll see here. Hopefully there'll be no issues joining into this next game. But of course, we should have a very, very exciting 2v2 this time around. So we get another... No, sorry, 3v3.
3v3
I'm skipping one here. Game 5, 3v3. So we're back to... What do you think, Mul? Do you think a repeat of Game 1? Or do you think it's going to be a bit of a change-up?
I feel like it's going to be a bit of a change-up. I feel like Nafina came into this a bit less warm-up. I feel like the Saints were a bit more solid. But now from what I've seen, I feel like Mug's a bit warmed up. Linsk has been put in that 2s game a bit more warmed up. Arctic in that 3s game. I feel like they're going to play a bit better and different. But the Saints don't join. He got the bug, Little Dude can't join. So we've got to restart. I apologise to everyone for the technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're really having our fair share of those today.
We'll just call them the little dude difficulties.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll just blame
Yeah,
this all on little dude. Sounds about right to me. And
it's
yeah,
the internet.
exactly. I mean, I don't want to make jokes about what county he's from because one, I don't like publicly giving that away, even though he don't want mine. And two, if anyone else is from that county, they will not be happy with me.
They get very offended.
But maybe that's I'm gonna blame it on that. To be honest, I feel like that is the only issue. Let's see here. We go to make another match. Give me 2 seconds, and hopefully we will be back up in just a moment. This has obviously been not exactly the smoothest of grand finals we've had, but there you go. Sometimes
Sure,
it just
gives us
is like
time.
that. It does
Yeah.
indeed. And I hope for you guys at home, probably with not much else at the minute, like most other people, hopefully you guys at home are enjoying this too. So we'll see. And I'll just get, of course, our fantastic streamer Rez to join back in. Apparently Rez himself is having technical difficulties, so it's we've been
It's going to be a little bit of dry clouds tonight. A little bit. It's going to go down to a low of 6 degrees, which is going to be nice. And then at 6:50 in the morning, when the sun rises, it is going to go up to a maximum of 12 degrees. So in Dublin, it's going to be a bit of a coldy day. But with the coronavirus holding everyone in the house, it's going to be a bit of a nice calm for everyone to just relax, get the beer, go to the off license, get a bit of drink, and just chill out and enjoy yourself while you're in this isolation. Back to you, Forehead.
Thank you very much, Will. And now with the sport, we really right, okay. Yeah, thank you for that. Right, let's see what we can do. Apparently Rez is joining back in, so we should be up and running any minute now. But yeah, fantastic stuff here. We'll get a bit of a weather report. I'm trying to think what else we can squeeze into this time frame. What other news we can have for people. I think the most extreme bit of delaying I had to do was I ended up singing on stream, but that's a story for another day. Yeah.
And we are back.
Here we go. We are back. We are in our 3v3. We are back in our element, ladies and gentlemen, and another huge matchup here. Series split at 2-all, and that is going to bounce right onto that blue crossbar. And little dude follows up, and well. Saints just showing exactly what they're made of. Looking to take the lead in this series once again.
Yeah, it was Red Eyes was such a nice kickoff. I feel like Arctic didn't expect the ball to be able to roll so close to the goal. So obviously normally he would go for the mid boost. So there's just nothing back, and little dude gets a slotted straight in.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. I want to see here what the Nafina boys can respond with. Red Eyes with a big miss on the corner, but Aiden able to mop that one up. As Red Eyes can't get there, and Arctic with a super quick response, making it back to 1-1 again.
Yeah, the Ballymena land champion coming in with such a nice close angle, just beating Rez by that smallest inch. Caught everyone off guard. Very nice shot from Arctic.
Yeah, very, very well done from Arctic. A super finish. And such a quick response from the Fiend all around. Back to 1-all. It's like as if nothing happened. And we'll see how the rest of this game plays out. So intense, I've had to take my coat off, in fact. Even in these cold conditions, as you described them. Red Eyes looking for the shot on target, and that's caught everyone out. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from him. And we are really having a field day with the goals in this one.
Honestly, that was one of the best solo players I've seen in this entire series. Red Eyes, calm down. That was insane.
Super, super stuff from Red Eyes off his back, but catching the entire Nafina team off guard. None of them expected that shot to come in. It did. And here we are, 2-1 is the scoreline. Aiden looking to play it in the middle, looking to increase that scoreline all the time. Red Eyes off the backboard. Can he read it again? He does, but Linska's in the way. The little dude able to keep it in that blue half. It's a handy touch there. But Arctic able to knock the one away from the backboard. Linsk looking to just play it out. And it looks like Mud and Nafina are really stuck in their own half right now.
Yeah, definitely. Stanta doing very well to keep it in. To keep it in Nafina's half, but it looks like that Nafina are going to finally bring it back to Satanta's side.
Here we go, and it's a big chance for Arctic. We can't quite finish it off on this occasion. Little dude takes that one over Linskin. He might have an open net if he's quick enough. It's a great shot, and Mug just quick enough to get back around it. And now Arctic looking to counter on his own. And this is fantastic stuff from both teams. Bit of team play, bit of quick play. And we are really having a show here. Some fireworks being put on for us right now. As Linz clears that one away, but Aiden gets there first. And little dude able to catch that as it comes back around towards him. Arctic though having absolutely none of it. Aiden see that one up. Very, very risky touch. But the Saints able to survive, get that one away and go again. And Mull, if nothing else, the speed of this game as we see Aiden finish that one off is immense.
Yeah, honestly, you could see straight from going into this game, it's completely different from game one. I feel like Mug is starting to trust Linsk, which is something we really noticed at the start. I feel like Arctic's actually, after getting some nice plays, he's starting to get more comfortable on the field. And then the Saints are holding up really well once again.
Yeah, well, we'll see here the Saints playing so well, their teamwork being brilliant, but the mechanical brilliance of Nafina coming out once again as Arctic puts a shot on, but it's a good save. And Mug this time with a chance down to Linz. What a save from Red Eyes! Point blank range. And again, oh, it's just so good. It's just so good already. I've no other words. It's absolutely incredible. The passing from side to side is fantastic. The massive saves coming out mainly from Red Eyes are huge. And somehow we stay at 3-1 with just about half this game to play. Red Eyes, great touch out to Little Dude. He can't get there though. Didn't have the boost and Red Eyes wasn't to know. So we play on his Red Eyes, keeping his man on the wall. See what Arctic can do here. Knocks it down into Mug. It won't quite happen on this occasion as maybe a Saints player can play it out to Little Dude. Aiden knocks it up into the ceiling, touches it down. That's only to Linz, because that might be in it. Red Eyes isn't careful, but he gets it away. And again, Mug, the speed of this game is like nothing else. And a demo coming in from now from Mug, just to really change things up once again.
Yeah, honestly, you can see that everyone's warmed up now. It's all about just who makes that first mistake and then concedes on the defense, but everyone is playing so well.
And I think that is maybe the benefit of this RLIS system. The 1v1 is, hang on, Little just hits the crossbar. Thought we might have had our 5th goal of the game there. But yes, I was about to say, that might be the advantage of this RLIS system, is that not only are you playing a best of 7, it's not a repetitive 3v2 all the time. You're playing 2s and 1s. So the guys are really starting to know each other inside and out at this stage. And that might be adding to this high level that we're seeing, that everyone knows what kind of shots to go for and what to try and avoid. Minute and a half left to play. That's going to go straight down to Arctic. Looks to get it on target. Instead, finds the corner of the pitch. Mug looking to knock that one back into Arctic. The passing plays are always on between those two. Arctic can't get there, and that's an inviting chance for a Saints player to get up and clear it away. Aiden looking to follow it off the wall down to Little Dude. It's not quite going to come off from here. Aiden looks to play it away from Arctic. Little Dude with a chance, plays it past Linz. Mug just about reads it off the backboard. Red Eyes with a chance. What can he make of it? Flicks it, but not higher than Linz. And we play on nearly a big opportunity for Arctic. Now with a minute left, the Fiend are going to have to make something happen, and they do. Arctic getting the goal once again, 53 on the clock.
Such a nice shot from Arctic. I feel like that goal was definitely set up from the angle Mug tried to hit when he was trying to score that goal there, but it definitely catches everyone off guard, and Arctic just slots it down bottom left.
Well, here we are. I think we're in for a fiery 53 seconds. Lafina looking to get the equalising goal back, looking to get the win in this, or the series lead back again. Arctic knocks that one middle. Mug is up for it. He plays that one in towards the orange goal, but it is not to be in. Aiden this time with a big pinch off the wall. That might bounce it vitally for Little Dude, who just misses it. Very unlucky from him. Red Eyes a bit slow on the wall there. That played out to Linskin. He gets there ahead of his man. Arctic drops down and it's going to pinch wide. And so frustratingly for Nafina, it is not going to be a very good chance for them as they play on. Little Dude plays it out towards Linsk. Arctic looking to dump Red Eyes here. Gets it into the orange corner. Plays it in middle. And I think that was Aiden who was up so early for that, but brilliantly. Linsk looking to play it over Red Eyes. It's not going to happen. That might just bounce in. And it does. It's disaster for Nafina. And it is relief for the Saints.
You hate to see it. Of course, that was an unfortunate 50-50 there with Lynx. But you've got to see that entire team, they were all lined up on midfield. There was no really forward and backward, so it was a bit unfortunate that there was no defense to actually see that ball going in.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate, and Linz just plays that one high. That is going to be game with our final second remaining. Red Eyes looking for the read. He can't get there. The Saints take the win and the series lead back to 3-2. And now we can breathe, because That was intense. That
was
nuts.
very intense.
That was extremely quick. And wow, Mull, we were treated to something special there.
Honestly, and the Saints do bring it back to 3-2. I feel like at the start there when the Fina got that 2-1, I feel like you were feeling very comfortable on them taking the series. But as I was saying, the Saints are playing very solid, especially Red Eyes being the consistent MVP on his team, with no doubt making it clear with so many angles that he was hitting on the backboard of the opposition side. But it's such an actual interesting and exciting game to watch. Completely what you want to see when you tune into a Rocket League stream.
Yeah, and of course, only the highest and best quality of games here at RL Ireland. And I hope you guys at home are enjoying the show immensely. It is a fantastic series so far. Let's go ahead into the next game, Game 6. I'm a little bit surprised, I have to admit, that we've made it this far. I did think that there was a chance that the series would be wrapped up by now, but it hasn't. Game 6, so of course we go into a 1v1, as Game 4 was a 2v2. So back to a 1v1. We've got Arctic versus Little Dude. I think, Mull, you probably would have predicted that one. You've been saying Little Dude will play at ones at some point. You've wanted them to see, or you've been calling it anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll get straight into it here. Big matchup. Of course, this is match point, if you want to put it that way, for the Saints. If Little Dude gets the win here, that is the win for the series, as Little Dude gets off to a flyer.
Very good kickoff from Little Dude. Now, personally, I've never seen Arctic consistently play ones. I feel like he's such a good threes player, but in ones he lacks a lot of things. And Little Dude actually been grinding out ones and then going into that 12 Titans tournament and hitting like the top 8 seed. I feel like Little Dude's gonna have a bit of an advantage going into this tournament, or this game. Sorry.
It's quite possible, and I think as well the pressure is really on now. The entire Fina team's hopes of winning the series do rest on Arctic in these next 5 minutes. If he loses, they are done. If he wins, we play on to Game 7. Little Dude, so far, doing a very good job holding on to the lead, keeping up. Arctic going to go off the ceiling here. A bold move, and once he's taken it on target. But it's going to get knocked away by Little Dude. Play on with 4 minutes 15 to go, and that clock just eking down. But Arctic with a big chance here. Thought Little Dude maybe overcommitted on that one, but he hasn't. Knew exactly what he was up to. Arctic on the back foot here for a moment. Little Dude though, allowing him the time but not the boost, and Arctic looking to go direct, but it's not going to pay off, and now he has to back off for boost. Let's see what Little Dude can do here off the wall. It's a very nice touch. He's got to follow it up, you know, and he might get it under Arctic. Well, the opportunity is there to go over under was there for him. He's entered the ball to himself so well, but he's going to get done here, and that is going to be one apiece, and it really is tense here, Mull.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to say, of course, Little Dude's going to be the favorite going into this once from what we've seen between the two individuals, but you really don't want to underestimate Arctic because he is such a good player. I feel like he could get good at ones, obviously, if he played it, but he just chooses not to. So I feel like Little Dude really can't underestimate him. I feel like he has to actually play this ones tournament as if he was playing against like a really well-known good ones player, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we'll see here. Little Dude looking for the get under Arctic again. That seems to be the strategy. Trying to go under rather than over, and that's not a great touch at all. Arctic with a big chance here to counter, and we'll see what he can do here. And Little Dude really squirming around and not able to get it away. Arctic though putting him under so much pressure. And eventually goes for the challenge, and Little Dude's done so well there. Oh well, the patience. I thought he fluffed it at one point, but Little Dude, well, he came back and he's got his second goal of the game.
Yeah, really good patience from Little Dude there. I feel like he's going to have a good bit of confidence. So plays like that, he is going to become a collected. And being such a mechanically dominant player, he can sort of recover on things like that.
Yeah, well, really, really well done from Little Dude. And we go again. See what he can do here. Only one goal up, and looking to just take control of the ball, take control of this game. He has a bit of boost to his name too. See if we can get it past Arctic. We know he likes to go under, but it wasn't on that time. Little Dude, that's a big bump there from Arctic, and Little Dude just gets in front of him in time. Definitely living life on the edge here, Mull. I have to say, if I was one of his teammates, I'd be biting all of my fingernails.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very worried. Arctic looking to play this one from the corner. He's not going to be able to get it on target on the first try. I thought that might land from him. Little Dude's going to be able to get a runaway goal here. And that is, the patience from Little Dude sometimes is phenomenal. The way he just let Arctic bounce across that one. Very, very well done indeed.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's down to he's not really respecting Arctic to hit these shots and these angles. So he's just sort of taking it calm and collected, and he's just waiting for the overcommit from Arctic. You know, being a threes main going into a ones game, you are going to have a little bit of an overcommit every now and then if you don't think too much about it. But you can really see Little Dude taking advantage of that. But Arctic can bring it back really quickly.
Oh, let's see what he can do here. Tries to get it around Little Dude, but the double touch, not helpful at all. And he goes again for round two. Gets it past Little Dude, but not going to be able to turn around on target in time. Oh, see, he's loving these awkward angles. Arctic looks for the touch off the post, and that is fantastic stuff. And a great way to bring yourself back into the game.
Yeah, good job on him taking advantage, because we all knew there that Little Dude didn't have any boost. So good job from Arctic bringing it up and trying to get that nice little double tap to slot it up left.
Super, super stuff indeed. As we move on here into the sixth kickoff again. And again, Little Dude doing very well in these kickoffs. Goes for the director, not worried about the boost at all. The flick, it just about stays out. Thought Arctic may have misread the situation, but he gets it away. That's a big clear too from him. But Little Dude, only one way is going to put that. Let's see what he can do here in this occasion. Looking to play it over Arctic. It's a good flick to it. Arctic has totally messed that one up. Will he catch up at it in time? He does. A Little Dude though with a big chance at Arctic. Well, he'll be kicking himself over this one.
Definitely, just an unlucky little touch. I feel like Arctic thought he got the ball a bit on his side, but Little Dude just being right there in the open, waiting for the ball to roll back to him, just slots it in without needing any boost. Very risky play though. If Arctic did beat him to the ball, he would have conceded, and that would have been 3-3.
Yeah, well, this is huge again. The 2-goal lead for Little Dude. A minute and a half to go, and in fact, it might be another goal here. Has he squeezed it? He just plays it onto the post. Oh, I'd be raging at that one. As Arctic now looks to return the favour, but this time inside the post. What a save that is from Little Dude. Very, very acrobatically done indeed. He might have a chance, and he will steal that goal away. 5-2 the scoreline. And is this the end of the road for Nafina?
It may look like from how the goals are being conceded this game, I don't see Arctic really coming back unless Little Dude just gets a bit too cocky and overcommits or slips up somewhere. But you never know. It's ones. So much can happen.
Yeah, we'll see here how we go into this next kickoff. Arctic looking to just take his time to catch it on the bounce. Little Dude, what's he going to do? He actually lets it go. I don't know if Arctic expected that one. We'll see if he can get it over Little Dude, but Little Dude having none of it and challenging so early. Looking to just put pressure on Arctic and play it away from him as much as possible. See here now, Arctic with a flick up high, looks to follow it too, and that's a great touch. And it's a great way for Arctic to get back in his groove with 50 seconds left.
Definitely. You can just see a Little Dude not really picking up many pads, a little bit low on the boost, and Arctic just takes full advantage of that. I feel like two of Arctic's goals have been so good on taking advantage of the fact that Little Dude has no boost. So as long as Little Dude just keeps a bit of boost on himself, I feel like he can keep that defense up. But Arctic with the kickoff goal.
Yeah, well, I mean, it really is back in Arctic's favour now. Little Dude fluffed that one up just a little bit, and Arctic just taking full advantage here. 45 seconds left. I don't think Little Dude will want to hold out at this stage. I think he'll want to keep playing as he was, try get him to goal and then sit back, but we'll see. 45 seconds left is a lot of time in a ones game, a lot of time to make just the one mistake. As Little Dude challenges that one, I don't know if he can get back. He gets the touch away from Arctic. Arctic, I don't think was expecting that in the slightest. And all he can do is make life awkward for Little Dude. And 30 seconds left. Arctic still needs that goal. We'll see, here's Little Dude plays a shot on. That's a great save from Arctic. The recovery though, not quite as sleek. And we'll see here with 20 seconds left what he can do. Little Dude just wasting the clock. So smart to just roll around the wall like that. And we'll see here, Arctic not looking for the touch first time, gets there eventually. 10 seconds, this is it, this is the moment. Arctic's gonna make something happen right here, right now. Lifts it up into the air, looks to get over Little Dude, and he gets there! Oh, what a finish of Arctic when it mattered. This is beautiful.
Such a beautiful air dribble from Arctic, just bringing it straight over. I don't feel like he's done anything like that all game. So that completely cut off Little Dude. And here we are, 5-5 with 5 seconds left.
Wow, oh wow, a Little Dude with a big chance. He's gonna flick
me.
on target. Oh my god! He's done it, surely.
I can't believe it.
There's only a second to go.
No way.
There's only a second to go. Well, We got to do it. We got to do this 12th kickoff, but surely, Mull, surely we'll be announcing our winners. They both go slow, and that is going to be the game. Oh my God. Well, fantastic stuff from both guys. And all round, all series long, what an incredible matchup. Wow, oh wow. That was super stuff.
I'm sorry, but can we just point out their stats? They both have the same amount of shots, they both have the same amount of saves, and then it was just that goal off the kickoff.
Incredible.
That is insane. That was such a close game. And Arctic whipping out the mechanical ability just towards the end. This has probably been the most exciting final that I've watched in a good while.
Unbelievable. And I'm not going to lie, this is no disrespect, little dude, but I do think that was a massive underdog performance and a fantastic win from him. Wow. Well, I actually can't believe that. I cannot believe that has just happened. I thought Arctic had rescued it from nowhere, and suddenly little dude comes back for the win, and that is super stuff indeed. Well, let's see if we can try get an interview with the guys. We'll see if they're listening in or if they know the source. Hopefully someone is maybe setting that up for us. But Mull, just talk us through it. Talk us through that last game.
I said it straight off the start before the games even started. I was saying the Saints are going to be a bit more solid. Red Eye's going to really adapt with his teammates and take advantage of what they can do. And he's very good at that. And as I said, the Fina had a bit of a rough start, especially in the first threes game. You could really see there was a bit of lack of trust. I feel like it wasn't more or less a lack of trust. I feel like each individual was just more dominant on trying to make a play to try and keep pressure on the team, which then in fact causes double commits. It causes out of position. It causes so many things that I feel like they lost in that first game. But honestly, coming back in that second game where Mug gets the 1v1 win to finally bring them on top, I feel like it was just from the start, from the prediction that I gave you, the Saints played very solid throughout the game. I didn't really see much mistakes on their side. In the threes game, Aiden played solid. Aiden played some key shots and opportunities that really kept them ahead. And then in the twos as well. And then going into that ones game between Mug and Red Eyes, Mug takes it by just the smallest bit. And then in that last game there, honestly, this has been such a close series. Even though it is 4-2 the Saints and they do take home, I feel like if you were someone watching through that, it was such a close game and such an exciting game to actually watch.
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, it was an absolutely unbelievable series. And it's one I'm sure that will live long in the memory. And of course, winning or losing side, it was just a fantastic thing to be part of. And we have the guys joining in here now. Thank you very, very much. We'll start, of course, with the manager if he's available. Ryan, this is your All-Star team at the end of the day. You must be very, very proud of what they achieved. If he's there, Ryan is muted. Ryan?
He's stunned with the result.
Yeah, he's shocked. He's literally speechless.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm dying, but I'm here. Yeah, I'm obviously delighted for the boys, especially Aiden and Little Dude, who had the final that they lost last season, but under new manager, new team, New York,
Yeah, that was it. The background staff really stepped up. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's it. But that's all you'll hear from me because I'm, firmly dying. So good.
All right, brilliant. Well, listen, thank you very much for joining us. We'll move on then. We'll start with that 1v1. Little dude, that was insane. That was absolutely immense. We thought Arctic had rescued it, then he didn't. Just what were the emotions? What were you thinking when he brought it back to 5-all?
I'm winning. No, I just wasn't losing that match though. No.
No, listen, it was fantastic. So it was absolutely amazing, and I hope you enjoy watching back, and I hope you enjoyed that win because it was huge.
GG's to Arctic, of course. That was a very tense match.
Yeah, no, it was incredibly well played, and I'll move on then to Red Eyes, officially our MVP of the finals. Very well done. I thought you had some super performances in all threes, twos, and ones, and well, I guess how'd you find it? You're well experienced in of course the Irish scene. How did you find it with these two guys this season?
So I'll be totally honest. Whenever I first heard about who I was teaming with, I didn't know how to feel because I didn't really know the two boys all too well. And then I'd seen teams like Mug and Ross, obviously two of the better players in RLI. So it's like I'm thinking this is going to be an uphill battle this whole season, but I couldn't have been more wrong, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, no, well, listen, brilliant stuff. I thought you played magnificently. And although the ones match didn't go your way, I think it was a very, very good performance regardless. And I suppose, did you have any nerves coming into it? And I suppose after that ones match in particular, did you feel things were you worried at all that things weren't going to go your way after that?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of messed up how many games we had like won and lost whenever we were doing the second 2v2, thinking that if we had lost that game it was all over. So it was quite nervous during that game, but it was also extremely relieving when I found out afterwards. But that win put us on match point, or no, put us into the threes for match point, our strongest. I'd say threes our strongest, so pretty confident going into there.
And then, of course, Aiden, we'll get you involved, of course. I thought you played fantastic at times. You had a couple of brilliant goals towards the very start of the series and did very, very well in the twos sort of situation. I thought you and Red Eyes were a fantastic duo. What were your thoughts throughout that final? How did you find playing with the guys?
Well, the guys are really easy to play with. I've been playing with Nathan since season 1, obviously, and Red Eyes is the online MVP. He's great. Carried me through it. Times I felt a bit shaky in the twos, but I think I did my job in the threes, and that's all I needed to do on the team, really, because the two boys helped me get through it.
Nah, brilliant. Well, listen, very modest, very humble of you. Mull, do you have any extra questions you'd like to ask?
I don't believe so. I feel like you've covered everything. I just want to really say congratulations, lads. I am between me and yous, I was the ones that were actually backing yous up. Forehead was going for Nafina, but I knew yous were going to win it. You guys, solid team. But honestly,
Forehead.
congratulations. I feel like you guys got such a nice pick. I feel like you guys work really well together, and fair play. Like, you guys deserved it completely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Brilliant one. Really, really well done, guys. It was absolutely super performance and some spectacular games there. And of course, well done to Nafina. It really does take two teams to make a good match, and that was one for the history books. So well done, guys. We're going to leave it there. That is going to be everything. We hope you enjoyed the RLS finals that have been streamed. We hope you enjoyed that series, because that for me and Mull, I think, was an absolute treat.
Yeah, honestly.
So I think we'll leave it there. Massive thank you to all 6 who played, to the managers who organised that and worked out, who they wanted for each game. Well done to you guys. Rez, lovely streamer, really well done once again. Thank you so much for all this. And Mull, thank you for joining me throughout. We'll leave it there. Thank you to everyone who watched it, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.